We're gonna go thrift store shopping. We're gonna go and obviously shop for Star Wars stuff.
You guys have asked us many times, like, how do you go to the thrift store and pick out things for going to Galaxy's Edge, going to Disneyland? We always have bounds on and sort of fun outfits. And Ashley is the queen of going to the thrift store and finding the most amazing outfits. Today,
The queen.
you're gonna learn some of her secrets.
No, not my secret.
I'm not giving you anything.
We'll see. Not your secrets? Okay.
No, but we're gonna go try and pick out some things that could work as Star Wars style outfits. Then we're gonna bring them back and we're gonna show you guys. Who knows? We might go, we might not find anything. But here's hoping.
This resistance.
We had a terrible day. We didn't find anything.
Speak for yourself.
I'm happy I got even
You got something.
anything.
You are so picky when we go to the thrift stores. So it's the next day. We were gonna come home and immediately unbag these, but we were tired.
Yeah.
So we're doing it now. What did the calamarian say about his new sweater?
What did the calamarian say about his new sweater?
It's a thrift! I can do the dad jokes too.
You can do the dad jokes. You delivered it perfectly.
When I'm looking to add some Star Wars clothing to my wardrobe at the thrift store, I always start with the jackets. I don't know, maybe it's like for doing cosplaying Kira for so long, but I feel like every like Star Wars character wears a jacket. Think about all the characters. There's Han Solo, Kira, Jyn Erso has a cool jacket.
Jyn Erso, Finn.
I mean, that's a legendary jacket. Is it Finn's jacket or is it Poe's jacket? I was very poor growing up. I'm used to thrift store shopping. I know what I'm looking for.
I've really never gone thrifting like this until we started dating, and you were like, oh, I know how to make a costume like that.
I know. And you were just like, you look at the clothes and you're like, no.
Well, again, guys going to the thrift store and I think women going to the thrift store have like a completely different selection and options. Like I've always felt that way, but you kind of actually proved me wrong yesterday when we went to the store.
Well, guys tend to hold on to things a lot longer. I feel like in the women's section you can find like a lot more variety, a lot more options. The guys section is always like so small.
Yeah.
Like there's only so many things, and the things you want is like it's colored shirts. That's all you see. Colored shirts and ties that nobody wants to wear anymore.
Exactly. I was automatically writing it off like there's not gonna be anything. I'm not gonna find it.
Yeah. We found you a couple things.
Found a couple things.
Okay. Got a few jackets. This one was like the first jacket I picked out.
And that one reminded you a bit of Kira's jacket almost.
A little bit of Kira's because it has that Sherpa color. It's like the reverse colors. This is literally a reverse color Kira jacket.
Yeah, this is her different season jacket or something.
I think just throwing some patches on this would be really fun. I don't think it needs a lot of adjusting.
No, not at all. It's got some cool buckles. You kind of want like a good canvas to start detailing up.
I thought the texture was really interesting on the outside. I mean, it's from Forever 21. It's nothing crazy. I mean, at one point, this was available to buy brand new. At the Goodwill we go to, they're like $9 a jacket, which can get like pricey. So I always look for go on like the days when they have specific colors. So I look for all the green tags are 50% off. But then some I'll splurge on. Like this, I paid the full $10 for.
Yeah.
This is teeny tiny, itty bitty little crop jacket. So it's so little, but it's stretchy, and the reason that it kind of said Star Wars is because it's cropped.
Yeah.
You know, we learned from doing the solo cosplays is like a style.
You gotta have access to your blasters on your belt, basically.
Is that what it's for?
I think it's like for the Western thing, so your jacket doesn't get in the way of your guns if you have to reach for them, basically.
Ah. When we made my Kira jacket, this is kind of what it looked like in the beginning. It was like a moto jacket like this. We Frankenstein that thing. We took it apart and we put it back together and made it better than ever. I was thinking I could even turn this into a vest and it would be a fun vest to wear because the sleeves are pretty tight.
Pretty tight.
It's stretchy, but they're pretty tight.
Nice to thrift things if you're gonna go bounding with it. You don't feel as bad about cutting it up or like altering it or putting patches.
Yeah, and if you mess it up, it's $5.
Doesn't matter.
That was $10, so I'm gonna pause and think about it. This one you picked out. I thought this was like another cool kind of aviator looking jacket, but it's got this army green color, like a wool. Who made this? I don't know what coffee shop is. I don't know, some off-brand thing. It looks like it's in like pretty good shape. It's got like these cool side pockets. Very like military jacket looking. That's fun.
Yeah.
It's got a big collar on it too that goes all the way. So like Kira's collar kind of like sits like that. So it has that same kind of shape, which I thought was really fun. $7.
After Ashley found like all these great jackets, I was kind of like, they're not gonna have anything for the guys. But you were like, no, let me look. You started digging through and you found this jacket. I was even at the time like, it doesn't look so great. And you're like, no, put it on.
What are you talking about?
I was about to put it back.
You were. I was like, you were crazy.
Yeah.
You can't see his potential.
I know. Today I'm like, this jacket's perfect for bounding. I would have bought this if it was brand new, probably.
Yeah, and you can add like some cool patches on it and make it legit looking.
It has like really cool stitching. The big thing that we always look for is like the collar, which is kind of like Han Solo's collar on a lot of these things.
So this video is going to come out after we snagged slots.
Yes.
To go to
the Star Wars Trading Post.
Star Wars Trading Post. So it's opening tomorrow for the preview.
We're gonna take some of these pieces and we're gonna put an outfit together tomorrow to wear while we scavenge the new Trading Post.
I'm so excited to have a reason to like Star Wars bound. I feel like this is more legit versus going to like the Wonderground Gallery that was reconversion to the store. I feel like this is more themed and it'll be a little bit more appropriate. Anyway, probably less than $10.
I know this was less than $10.
That was $3.
Yeah, you found basically a safari shirt, like sort of Indiana Jones classic adventure type shirt, like Poe wears something like that in the new movies. It's the perfect like rebel shirt.
Yep.
Score. Like that's you believing. Ashley believed. She's like, I'm gonna find you something. You're so doubtful right now.
I know. I felt like if we at least found you one thing, the trip was a success.
Yeah.
But and I found like 6 more things.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you found so many more things.
So like to go with the resistance wear. Also got these pants. I kind of want to do like a smuggler kind of look. Maybe a pilot smuggler. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Right now.
Something cool, I guess.
But it's a good color. Those are a nice pair of pants.
Yeah, they're just like basic trousers. They're by PacSun.
And they have this kind of cool crotch seam detailing. Yeah, crotch seams. It's just cool. It's just always, again, we look for some sort of stitching detail that is like different than like traditional pants. Just so you go, oh, that's not normal pants.
Yeah, exactly. You want to look at like the stitching, something that makes it look a little bit off.
Yeah.
Right. So even like these were cool because then I can tuck these pants into my boots.
Oh, totally. That's a good point.
Good.
That's a good point.
Yep. They just need to be ironed.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Ironing pants, you know, it's the thing.
When I go thrift store shopping for Star Wars clothes, pants are always like the last thing I look for because I feel like going to the thrift store, especially right now with COVID, we want them to be like in and out as quick as possible, and you also can't try on clothes. I always just kind of avoid buying pants. I'm always like, I'll just spend the full money on picking out my own. Like those moto pants I bought for the child bound have worked for so many different things. So I just kind of reuse pants. I've reused some moto leggings I've had and just, you know, stick with those and then change the upper part. So I don't like get my hopes up for finding a good pair of Star Wars pants. Like, don't go there.
Jackets though, yes. I think people go through jackets so much faster than other things.
I think it's also because we live in California where
Yeah.
people will buy jackets and then they never wear them.
It's true.
And then they're like, oh, I'll just get rid of these. It's taking up closet space.
Or like you're saying, like people long for having the opportunity to wear a jacket, and they're like, oh, finally I can wear a jacket. It's cold for a couple days. Oh, it's hot. Get rid of this jacket.
And then it's over. And then it's over. But those pants were probably like $6, I think. Say what? That's what the brand of this vest is.
So beyond the jackets, you got the jacket, you have the pants, and then you started finding like cardigan sweaters and sort of like outer robe things.
So then I went to like sweaters and vests. Usually I try and look for a vest, but vests for women are really hard to find. Or I'll go to like different types of sweaters to find some fun textures. This sweater had both, or this is like a vest. It was a sweater vest. And it had both like cool colors and textures.
This is like Return of the Jedi. Han, can you reach my lightsaber? Yeah, sure.
Han, can you reach my lightsaber? Yeah, sure.
I don't know where you're going with that.
I don't know.
And then I got it pretty quickly once I started talking.
Just like another thing to layer. Like you should definitely try to layer your outfits if you can. Just give it more texture and variety.
You know who has the best layers and textures? Maz.
That's a good point.
I love her style.
She kind of has like a vest or something like that.
She does, yeah. So I was just like, all right, that's cool. Where's my boyfriend? Anyway. That's one.
Awesome, and it doesn't have sleeves either, which is pretty dang cool.
That's why it's a vest.
I almost feel like I could get away with wearing this if I ever had to.
You wanna borrow my sweater vest?
I don't know. Look how long it is.
It's got that cool drapey.
It does. Like that's the thing is like trying to skirt that line at the park of like wearing a robe but not really wearing a robe because that's like you can't really do that.
Yeah, you can't wear a robe, but you can wear a long sweater.
Ooh, did you find any other long sweaters?
I did find another long sweater.
Ooh, let's see this.
I choose you, Pikachu.
So you found a good amount of resistance sort of bounds and good guy bounds.
Of course I went to the dark side a little bit.
It's in your nature. You know this.
How dare you? I can say that about myself. You cannot say that about me.
I take it back.
You're supposed to go, no, Ashley, no, you're not part of the dark side. You're so good. I know the real you. Anyways,
Yeah.
so this is like, I don't have a size for it. One size, okay. One size, gigantormus. I thought it was a very like Palpatine kind of sweater.
It's huge. It just engulfs you when you tried it on in the shop.
Yup, even like the sleeves are pretty long. So this is how I'm gonna get away without wearing a robe once the park's open again.
Yeah, my goodness.
It's not a robe. It is not a robe.
It's a snuggie. A Sith snuggie. I don't know.
This was $10 on sale for 50% off. Yeah!
Awesome.
I got more dark sides.
I really like this one a lot. You were kind of looking at it for a second, and then
I was like,
there's two great things about this piece.
What are the two great things about this piece?
Cool. Three things. I love that it's red, obviously. The droopy collar. But then I also loved this point. It comes to like a cool point, and there's like a nice seam down the middle of it. It's a cool texture.
It's got like this cool ribbed texture.
Rib texture. It reminds me kind of like the Sith Troopers.
And it's kind of long, so that might go good with like those like black moto leggings. Definitely good for the dark side.
That's a win.
You actually found this too.
Yeah.
You did a good job too. So who would this remind you of?
It totally reminded me of Darth Vader. Just sort of the pleather leather top. Vader's suit that he wears kind of has like that texture to it. So I was like, you gotta get this.
It's a dress.
It is dress.
It's a dress.
Yeah.
And I don't usually go for dresses. I kind of thought about it, and then you said it out loud, and I was like, okay, all right.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, it's kind of like Darth Vader, but then I was questioning my knowledge, as I always do.
This is the most win. This is
Yeah.
like totally a Darth Vader outfit.
This was also 50% off, so $7. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm excited to try these on. And then one thing I wanted to look for was like a good boy Ben Solo sweater. Everybody wants that sweater. I thought this was pretty close. He doesn't have a turtleneck, but like I feel like that's still kind of Kylo Ren-y.
Yeah.
To have that.
Totally.
If I want to like make my attempts with Kylo Ren again. Will you hold my hand now? No, I'm not actually. Aren't you the woman that tried to hold my hand before? No, that's not me. I'm Mrs. Iglesias.
Please go back to your seat.
Yes, I'm with him. I'm a Mrs. Iglesias.
No, you're not.
You know what that's from?
No.
It's from Bridesmaids.
Oh, no.
When they catch her in first class.
I just remember them pooping in the street. That's all I remember.
I'm right.
That's that.
That's that, yeah.
No, I got one more thing.
Oh, what else did you get?
I got a bag.
Sorry.
Does it have money in it?
Change
There's
in there.
change in here.
can-
It's like in the lining of the bag.
Weird.
Money! This bag paid for itself. Wait, I don't know how to get to the money. Okay, I feel it. It's like a quarter. I feel like I'm one of those cats that's like digging into like the little tube.
Give it to me.
Anyway, it's still a cool bag. I just thought it was like a really plain kind of military style bag.
It kind of looks like a Ray scavenger bag or
A
something.
lot like a Ray scavenger bag. I can also decorate this with some patches or like we always do, get a Sharpie, draw some airbrush on there, write something naughty, and then nobody will know unless they know Star Wars.
Let's start flight crew and they interpret it because they always do.
Butts. That way someone goes, oh, I like your bag. Butts! So this was $6. The key of doing thrift store shopping is to put your vibes out there what you want. So you put your vibes out there, you say like, I really want to find this thing at the store, and then take your time. That's why I say go early. Go early before other people get there, especially right now. If you even go. If you don't want to go, don't go. There's not pressure to go thrift store shopping at all. It's a thrift. So we get a lot of messages still, even though the parks are closed. We get a lot of messages from people asking how to Batu bound. From our first style guide video, a lot of the things that I wear specifically tend to be thrifted. And I'm a huge advocate for secondhand fashion. I always push for, if you can buy something used, do it, because would like to try and reduce the, what's it called, quick fashion as much as possible. There are times when I'm given and I buy things on Amazon, I do. You know, we're trying our best to be better people. I always look forward to doing a thrift store shop when I'm putting an outfit together.
And again, too, you know, like the Rebellion or the Resistance, it is kind of like a secondhand kind of group. Like they're using older equipment and things like that, and it's why it looks so great to just find thrifts.
And the cool thing is that a lot of these things don't really need a lot of modification. I think some people think that if you buy something used at the thrift store, in order to make it Star Wars, you're gonna have to do a bunch of sewing. I don't know how to sew.
And I do, and I don't even want to do it either. I don't want to have to do too much.
Not downing anybody that knows how to sew. I have the most respect to people that can sew and have the time to do it. So a lot of these pieces didn't even need a lot of modification. But the key is when you're thrift store shopping, not only like put your vibes out there what you want, but also be flexible when you find things. Like, for example, Brian, like he looked at that jacket and immediately was like, no, because it's a size small.
Yeah.
You know, it's like try it on, play around with it, use your imagination, try and think of what could this go with. If it doesn't go quite with a character you're looking for, try and think of maybe it'll work for this other character or this character, and then you'll have it. I have a closet full of pieces, just like basic pieces, and I'm like, okay, I could pull this for this character, I could pull this for this character. So it's just like get creative and be flexible. You know, there's other like accessories that you can do for your Batu bound, like belts. I do have some belts that I've used for Star Wars bounds that I found at the thrift stores. This time, no luck there in that department, but that's the thing where you gotta be flexible, go different places, go different days and times.
And the merchandise turns over pretty regularly.
Probably every weekend you'll find something new. There are people that do that. That used to be me. You see something that could work. It might not work for what you're working on right now, but it could work for a future outfit. Then you just have it. You can have an overfilled closet just like I do.
Yeah. We found some boots too that were pretty cool.
So boots you can also find at the thrift store. I try and veer away from buying used footwear because what happens is as you buy a brand new shoe, it tends to mold to your foot over time. So that's why they recommend if you have like back problems or anything like that, or knee problems, try not to buy used footwear because otherwise it's already formed with somebody else's foot that's not your own. With that, I have worn several used boots in my lifetime. My back hurts right now, but I think that's just from working on a computer all day. You know, unfortunately, Pozu doesn't have the Star Wars boots anymore, which really stinks. So we're trying to find you guys some alternatives, but if you want to, you know, again, not spend a lot of money on some boots and you're just gonna wear them for a day at Disneyland, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world, you know.
I always find the boots are like the coolest part of the outfit, because then when you scan somebody's outfit and you see the cool boots, you're like, oh wow, that looks very legit.
Yeah, that's kind of why we were willing to invest in some like really fancy, expensive ones, because then we just reuse them for every outfit. If you're looking to create a specific look, I would say start first looking at the shapes of the outfit. Start with the basic shapes.
Yeah.
And try and look at colors and textures. You know, if you know you're looking at resistance wear, you're looking at oranges and army greens and beiges and browns. For the dark side, you know, you're looking at reds and blacks and whites and those kind of solid colors. And if you have a specific character like you're trying to bound as, then obviously you're going to take the colors that that character is wearing and try and look for those.
In simplest terms too, think of the character you're maybe trying to emulate. What do you think of when you think of that character? What's like the first thing? Is it Luke Skywalker? You think of black for his Return of the Jedi, green maybe for his lightsaber. Like, what is the first thing that pops in your head when you think of a character? You guys are usually always sending us questions like, oh, I'm putting together a Mandalorian outfit, or I'm putting together this character. What would you recommend? It's like, well, it's a lot of personal preference. Like, just like we showed the Vader outfit that you got, I was like, that feels like Darth Vader to me.
Try and look for some elements that kind of match up. So don't get so hyper-focused on making like a cosplay and everything has to look just like that character, because you'll never get anywhere.
No.
You know, try and think of, okay, does this kind of pattern here look like a pattern on this outfit? Does this color match up with that color? Get creative. You're going to mix different pieces. You're going to mix different patterns, different textures. It's just kind of like trying things on and playing around with it. I'll probably take these and then go to my closet and pull out other pieces and try and blend them together to create a look. We hope that this video inspires you guys to go out, create, make your own look, go and use some recycled clothing, which we love. And then if you guys create an outfit from some recycled clothing using this video, please tag us on Instagram at Ash and Bryan, because we love sharing Batu Bounce, especially now that there is hopes that Galaxy's Edge will reopen once everything is safe. Feel like there's making progress. I feel it in my heart. You know, and we know Disney World's open. So obviously you guys go to Disney World, you make a Batu Bounce, please tag us. Let us know that you guys saw this video or you guys saw our other style guide and you use that for some of your inspiration, because we love seeing them, we love sharing them. Like
Ashley said, always believe you'll find something. Have fun on your thrifting adventures.
Goodbye, good luck, kisses. I don't know. I'm delirious, it's late.
If you guys had fun with this episode too, make sure again to like and subscribe.
Only if you guys really liked it. You're here at the end. Write in the comments. Tell us the look you're putting together. Tell us the Star Wars character you're inspired to be, or maybe creating your own character. Tell us about your own character you're making, and we would like to provide you with some support.
See you later, flight crew. Have fun bounding.